God damn it. Chance Nielsen wants to do a dark and mysterious pod, so we're gonna do goddamn one.
Dark and mysterious.
We're just gonna lay it on you real flat and fucking out in the open, Chance Nielsen.
On me? Lay it on me? For what?
So we got a serious, very serious question.
Oh, fuck.
How did you know Emily was the one? Because I've realized today that I've been hopping from chick to chick, been trying to find the one because I'm mistaking an animalistic feeling of lust for love. And lust and love are two different things, and you know what love is. Like, obviously I'm saying you know, but I know what love is too, but my brain mistakes lust for love and love for lust. So it's kind of hard to tell, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different factors. She makes me laugh. I could think of like a future with her actually wanting to have like kids and shit. Good to be around. Just like a genuinely nice person.
Can I take this down?
Yeah, why the fuck you gotta fuck with my shit?
Because you can't see me with it up.
Really?
I'll put it back up, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very podcasty, I'm sorry. I gotta make sure it all looks right and sounds right, and because I think about it like another person's listening. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I just want it to be good. But the reason I ask you that is because I do get lonely sometimes, man. That's the only reason I think about Maddie, I think, and shit, is because I do get lonely. It's just, I don't, like, I have you, and I have my dad, and I have everybody else, and that's what I'm grateful for. So I'm not depressed and shit. I know I'm not depressed and shit. But having that connection, like, having that kind of connection with somebody else is a completely different situation. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get jealous of people. I think I used to, probably, just because I'm like, well, what the fuck? Why could they fight it, but I can't? But I don't do that anymore. It's just like, I'm glad this person's happy. I'm glad they found what I'm trying to look for. Because it gives me hope. This one's a little bit softer.
You took what?
I didn't hit this yet. This is a different one.
Oh my god. That dispo one does not fuck around.
Tastes like Fruity Pebbles almost.
I think it's a banana milkshake.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
What'd you do up in Wisconsin? I was talking too much earlier.
Same old man.
You just went and chilled. And...
Yeah. My other people went to Emily's Easter, went to Stella's first birthday party, and then yeah, just hung out. My god. No, I don't want that big bag. You hold on to it.
Alright, I'll hold on to it.
I don't know.
You think you're connected to Wisconsin? Like the state?
Yeah, I guess.
Like if everybody else in there moved here, you think you would still go?
To Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Oh, no, not if the people weren't in it.
Huh.
I kind of got to take a shit.
You can go. I'll start talking.
Don't smoke all that.
I won't smoke all of it. But your shit,
Time to poo.
your shit will decide how much I do smoke. All right, Chance Nielsen's going to take a shit. Between me and you, I like it bright in here. I like to be able to see what's going on. So let's have a serious conversation, eh? I got out of jail today, right? It wasn't that bad. It was bad. It was terrible, actually. You don't want to go there, trust me. But it wasn't as bad as like prison's a lot worse, obviously, but jail. I mean, it depends on what kind of people you're put in with. I'm not saying to go to jail. Trust me, I'm not saying that. Jail fucking sucks. But for me, because I work on myself, I work on my mind, my body, my spirit, it wasn't as bad as it should be probably, because I was just doing push-ups and reading. I did 500 push-ups. 500 push-ups, man. Because I was reading a book. Hey, Siri. Who is The Woods by? Siri's got to figure it out. Oh, shut the fuck up. Hey Siri, who the fuck is The Woods by, the book? Alright, it's like Harlan Coben or some shit. Read the book. Just search The Woods. It's like an orange title. It's probably got different titles, but it's a really good book. I read like 330 pages of it. I read the whole book. I don't know why I said it like that. I read the whole book. It was a good book. But I just read the book and did push-ups because that's all you can do, man. There ain't much else to do in there. I took a few showers. The shower was kind of closed off from everybody else, so I was in there with a couple cool guys. There's a black guy and there was an old guy. We just were chatting it up, cracking jokes, fucking talking, laughing. It was kind of a good time. Like, if I wasn't locked in there unwillingly and I like went to an event and was put in the room with these two guys, I wouldn't have any problem with it. I'd be like, hey, what's up, mate? It'd be cool as hell. But because these motherfuckers and I were locked up in a jail cell, it kind of sucked for all of us, obviously, but those motherfuckers didn't give a shit. They were like, oh, when I get out of here, I'm gonna be smoking up, be smoking a blunt, getting pussy. That's all they were worried about. They didn't give a shit, bruh. They were looking at the cameras. They knew there was cameras there. They didn't give a shit. Whoa. Jesus. This cigarette sure is strong. God damn. Ah! All right. Take a look to side. We're good. You know what? Dark and mysterious probably is the move. Just because I don't know who the fuck's out here. And if the lights are on, think about this shit. If the lights are on, they can see you, but you can't see them because our eyes work with light. So if there's more light over here, we can't see back here, over here. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fucked up situation. That's why I like to keep it dark. Because I can see out the windows. I got the hiccups, I'm sorry. But I can see out the windows. I can see all kinds of shit. What else do I got to talk about? Let's talk about that book. That book was crazy. It was like, it starts off telling two different stories, right? And I've read books that do that before. One chapter is these people, the next chapter is these people. But then by the end of the book, these two people combine together and it's one chapter. But then there's other characters that it splits off into. It's crazy. It's I'm sorry. I have the fucking hiccups bad. Hold on. I still got him. Let's try and chance this trick. I may not have done it right, but what else did I have to say about this book? I forgot. Oh yeah, this book was crazy because it was like telling a story of this murder that happened 20 years ago, and like people died in the woods. 4 people were thought to have died, and then 20 years later, they uncover that one person and the other person are still alive. And everybody's, like, not everybody, but the dude's dad is a KGB agent and the other chick's dad is a hippie. It's a crazy-ass book. There's a lot going on. And it's kind of hard to understand sometimes because, like, you got to almost read it like it's a TV show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw it. Fucking. Goddamn. I don't like when people drive past. I ain't gonna lie. Kind of tweaks me out. Chance doesn't tweak out like I do, but I tweak out a little bit just because I don't trust nobody. I trust some people. Some people can be trusted. But some other people, it's like, I don't know, buddy. Can you be trusted? Come on now. I gotta see your accomplishment. I gotta see your like wall of trophies or some shit. I don't know. My brain's weird as hell. I think differently. I don't know why I think this way. My dad and I were talking about it today that I have like so much adrenaline. Like, especially today since I got out of the fucking jail cell, man, I've been hyped up, bruh. I've been trying to record a podcast, been trying to fuck around. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to go to the gym. It's already 9 o'clock, but I don't think I can go to the gym because I got to work tomorrow. I probably should go to bed soon, to be honest. But I wanted to pop out on the podcast, you know what I'm saying? I like recording these motherfuckers. They feel good because you kind of get your thoughts out. Even if they're like a little weird and a little like, what the fuck is he talking about? But you still get your thoughts out and you still like, it's kind of like a video diary type shit. It's weird. It's weird to say it like that. Be like, oh, he's fucking talking on a diary. Fuck you. I'm just kidding. But I wrote in a diary for a little while. It's not a diary. Let's not call it a diary. All right. I wrote in a journal for a little while. And this said journal, I wrote for like a few months after me and this chick had broken up, right? And I went back and read it the other day. And I had talked about on the other podcast going back to read it. And I had some pretty good shit in there, like some interesting facts, some weird ass shit, a lot of shit in there, right? I think that like getting ideas out, regardless of how bad they are, like sometimes my ideas are completely dog ass. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't even make any damn sense. Like, I understand that. Like, and my theories aren't even theories really. They're just hypotheses. I'm always just talking out of my ass, speculating. I learned some shit and I'm like, maybe it's this way. Like, maybe we do have other dimensions. Like, maybe aliens live in these other dimensions and they come through and like we could see them sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what the fuck's going on. Chance is finally back. Finally back from the shit. We're gonna have to ask him about it.
It's like exactly an 8-minute shit almost.
How was it?
Tummy hurty.
How was the shit?
It was pretty good.
I got the hiccups, and I tried your trick, but it didn't work.
You didn't do it right?
That's what I said on the pod. I'm like, I ain't gonna talk shit. I probably did it wrong.
No, you probably didn't do it. No, you missed the nose inhale. You gotta do full mouth inhale with a little bit of nose inhale. And then you gotta cramp down as hard as you can. And not pass out. What else are you talking about?
I was just talking about how weird the brain is.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, bro, I read that. Did I show you that journal I read the other day?
What the fuck?
That might be out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what side's lit? No, I don't think so.
So when me and Maddie broke up, I started writing in a journal just to get my thoughts down. And I stopped writing it about like a few months later. And then I think I started the podcast a little while after that. And so I really didn't feel the need to write my thoughts down because like we get our thoughts out right here, right? And so I went back and read that journal the other day because I felt like I've been needing to, but I've been putting it off. I don't know why. Like, there wasn't really anything bad in there. But I went back and read it. It's just like a bunch of crazy shit about Maddie, and then I hope these people are okay. But then there's a lot of facts in there. And like my point was that like I think you need to get your thoughts out sometimes because there's so much going on in your brain. If you sit there and read it in like a uniform fashion, like it's a weird ass fucking like what the fuck? Oh, I'm thinking about underwear, and then I'm thinking about fucking space, and then I'm thinking about fucking Gnosticism. Like what the fuck am I talking about?
Bounce around.
That's what I'm saying. The brain's a crazy place. And I feel like getting your thoughts out is a good thing. That's what I was talking about. You feel like talking and like getting your thoughts out is a good thing?
Yeah, definitely. It's basically what therapy is.
Do you think I should open up to this therapy lady that I'm going to on Tuesday? Like, what do you think I should tell this lady? You think she can help me?
Not like everything that I know. Don't tell her that shit, but tell her like, I don't know. Tell her like how you feel and shit. Tell her what you're struggling with.
I'm not really struggling though.
Yeah.
And I tell her I'm not. Like, I struggle in my mind. I know I want to be like more successful. I don't want to sit like this forever. But that's like a normal thing to think when you're our age.
Just tell her that.
But I usually just let her like lead me into shit. Like, I let her say some shit and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna add on. So I don't want to like give her too much information, you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly why you let her lead you on, is because you don't want to give her
information. You're like my therapist. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I talk to you about shit, you give me like, what the fuck? That is weird, but I can kind of understand it. Like, I wouldn't do it myself, but I understand what the fuck you're saying. I know what you're saying, but I don't like the way you're saying it. Nah, you give me the real fucking perspective on shit. A lot of shit. That's what I like, because she's in like an institution. I don't really trust those institutions. I trust her because she's a good person. She is a good person to me. Like, I get vibes of people. You get vibes of people? Like, I feel like some people you can tell are like, oh, I don't know if I want to fuck with this person. But her, I'm like, I kind of trust her. She seems all right. And I don't know if she's like coaxing me into some shit or what, but she seems like an intelligent person. I had the lights on for a while. Then I turned them off.
Nice.
Because the incognito mode was the way to go, because I was talking about how our eyes work on light, and like, we can't see out there if the lights are on, but everybody can see in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of creepy. I don't like that. Did you have a glass door when you were growing up? Yeah. When in the kitchen?
Yeah. And in the basement. And
from outside you could see in?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that scary?
Yeah, dude, and in the woods.
That's terrifying.
It was very spooky.
That is fucking terrifying, bro. Every time I would go into my dad's kitchen, I'm like, oh my God, everybody can see me in here. I'd leave the light off. I'm like, I don't want people seeing me. I'd go and look out the window, make sure nobody was out there. I would dream of like Michael Myers and fucking Jason Voorhees and fucking Freddy Krueger as a kid. I was a little child, man.
Yeah.
Then I'd go down for a glass of water in my underwear, and I'd try to get a glass of water.
Freak yourself out a little bit.
Jesus Christ, there's a glass window. Everybody can see me. Ah! What kind of nightmares did you have as a kid?
Just like people breaking into the house, people in the woods. That's right into my water, brother.
Oh no.
That is incredible.
I'm sorry.
You're moving a lot. I don't know if you know that.
I know I am. I got a lot of energy.
It's hard to grab a blunt when you're like this.
I know. I got a shit ton of energy. Bro, it's like a baby. Because so
what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's why I gotta explain it. So from like shit I've read from like, I read that book Samkhya, and I've read like other like spiritual books and shit, and like from what I've read and what it seems to me, like when you're born, like energy's flowing through us constantly. That's what our body's made out of, right? And so when you're born, you have all this energy. That's why babies are like, they're always moving and shit. Like, they can't do much, but they're always like moving their arms, and like, it's like they're, like, you know how autistic people move? Like, they're always like always moving around and shit, just for example.
Or they're like stiff.
Yeah, but like, for example, the ones that move around, right?
The moving ones, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how babies and toddlers, you know what I'm saying? They all move around. They're always constantly like twitching and like moving around and shit. And these books talk about how there's like an energy flowing through you. Like, there's a lot of energy flowing through a human body. And like, I think like some bodies just don't filter it well. You know what I'm saying? And that's maybe what schizophrenia is, what all these like disorders are. It's like some bodies and brains are just not built right for this energy. Like, this energy's powerful. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it could be too much. Like, I'm always fucking tweaking. Like, I seem like a meth head. And maybe an alternative point of view, maybe it's like the pills I was on as a kid. You think that, like, amphetamines could turn somebody into, like, something like this?
Yeah, maybe. It, you know, if you're, like, trying to dam up a river for so long, and the river gets, like, big as fuck right before the dam, and the dam is, like, the Adderall they had you on, and then you take out that shit, then you're just like, oh, the fucking water's at once here.
Bro, I used to feel like a zombie. I'd just be like, yeah. I'd be like, you! I was like, you!
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Except no thoughts.
No, but I'd just be very fucking content. I wouldn't think really much. I'd just be like, And then I started smoking weed as soon as I got off those pills, and then I started thinking a lot. And that's probably what led me into depression and shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what the fuck is my life?
Yeah, welcome to
What happened?
Windows are open.
I know, I'm getting excited. I'm like, God damn, this is crazy. I'm black and everybody's white.
What? Mom, what did you do?
What did you fucking do? Did you put me on
I'm telling Dad.
I'm telling. Not nice. Just throw a temper tantrum in your fucking 20s. Could you imagine?
I don't know.
Did you have kids like that in your school? Who would like just throw temper tantrums in elementary and shit?
Yeah, there's one kid that, like, I don't want to name drop him, but his, like, parents must have made him play basketball or something like that, and he did not want to play. So he would, like, pout. This had to be like 8th grade or something. He would, like, pout on a chair, like, head in his hands, like, sitting on a chair while we're all, like, practicing. We'd be like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? But his dad would, like, have to come to practice and be like, Luke, get in there.
Stop fucking bitching and get up. It's crazy.
And he was dog at it, but he was funny as fuck.
Bro, there was a
He
kid.
was terrible at basketball.
It's probably because he didn't want to be there. He's like, dude, I don't even want to fucking be here. I'm crying.
Yeah, that's pretty much his
I'm
excuse
literally
for, like,
crying.
everything. Whenever we'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? He'd be like, for real, I don't want to be here. Like,
Just fucking.
I'm sorry that I'm not good at this. I don't like this.
Well, can you at least fucking try?
Yeah,
what
that's
was his
basically
name?
our thing. I don't want to drop it.
Arthur?
Yeah.
Let's call him Arthur. Arthur, just fucking try. Come on, dude. Stop fucking around.
I don't want to dox his whole information.
There was a kid in my elementary school that would fucking, like, there was one time we went into the bathroom together. I used to have a para, like I told you.
Yeah.
And she waited outside. And when we went in this bathroom, I had started fucking shit up, bro. I started pulling toilet paper out. I started fucking that bathroom up, bro, because she waited outside. I was like, this bitch fucked up. And I was like, ah! And I just hulked down on that bathroom. And then he was in there too.
He's like, what the fuck?
He's like, I don't know what's going on in here. He was just taking a piss. And then we both went out, and I'm like, I don't know what happened in there. And then she walked in there, bro, and I blamed it on him. And the teacher fucking believed me.
Oh my
and he
God.
started freaking the fuck out, and he falls on the ground. And he's like, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And he just starts freaking out.
Yeah, what
bro.
grade?
It was probably 5th or 6th grade, bro. It was crazy.
That could still, yeah.
He was tweaking.
That's less, yeah. You can still tweak when you're that young. I feel like you're allowed to tweak out a
Bro,
little bit.
I tweak
Spaz.
still now.
Yeah, I still spaz.
Freaking out.
Sometimes I get real close to spaz, and I'm able to contain it, but sometimes...
You get random bursts of energy, too.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're just sitting there, and then you're like, fuck, what are you doing, Cody?
What is your problem? Yeah.
You start
you
fucking
get
with me.
You get quiet for too long, and all of a sudden my brain goes, he hasn't talked in 30 minutes. He hates me. I'm like, Cody, what the fuck is your problem?
I'm like, dude,
Nothing.
I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, exactly. 9 times out of 10. I'm tired.
I just ate a giant meal, and I'm tired.
I just ate 4 chicken breasts.
Bro, I just ate like 5 breadsticks
Damn.
and like
Breadstick.
3 pieces of pizza. That's how I drove home.
Breadstick.
I was absorbing all that information into my brain, in my body.
Yeah.
My body's like, this is fucked up, but we can work with it here. And I'm like, all right, let's do this shit. And I saw a cop on the way here. I'm like, don't turn around. Just keep driving normal.
Is there an officer problem?
Oh,
How are you doing?
how are you doing, officer? I made Thomas watch that video with the fucking 20 women.
Yeah, that video's so long.
Yeah, I was like, all right, Thomas, we're going to watch this shit. But we got to turn it off when Tony gets here because we can't have her watching this shit because it's got a lot of hoes in it. And he's like, okay. And I put it on, and then he started to realize what the fuck I was talking about. And he was laughing about it, but then he's like, God damn, these all are whores. I'm like, yeah, bro. It's like me and Chance weren't like
OnlyFans.
That's what I'm saying. Like me and you weren't overly judging these women. Like we were open-minded when we started watching the video.
Sketch's reaction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And my point is that we weren't overly judging these women to be like hoey and like fucking around because like we're not sexist and shit.
They knew, yeah.
But like you watch the video continuously, it's 4 hours long. And you're like,
is it 4 hours long?
It's 4 hours
long.
Oh my
God.
And
it
starts like an hour into it.
Oh my God.
So it's like 3 hours in reality. But 3 hours is a pretty fucking long time.
Christ.
Yeah. So 3 hours. You watch 3 hours of this shit and you're like, okay, all these women are OnlyFans models. And my example I always bring up is that chick that we seen that was covered up and shit. You remember? She was sitting there, had glasses on. She looked like a well-respected lady. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we're like, oh yeah, she's all right. And I was pointing her out to Thomas. I'm like, see, watch this chick. Because I had forgotten what she does. And so this was a well-respected lady. And then she fucking stands up. And Thomas and I were like, not with that dumb truck. Not with that dumb truck, man. She's fucking around. It's all the same motherfuckers. Like, this is why, and I was like, Thomas, this is why I don't have a wife. This is how a lot of women are. Why do they be like that? Why do we be like this as humans, Chance Nielsen? Why can't we just be normal? What is normal?
Yeah,
Chance Nielsen, what is normal?
I don't try and figure that out. I just try and like go with it.
I'm just ranting.
Like I try and avoid that type of person. I try to avoid stuff I don't like and do things I like, and I feel like that's normal. Being normal is doing things you like and not doing things you don't like.
But what if you don't know if you don't like it? So you try it?
I don't know. Does that mean like you? Yeah. I mean,
have you ever had sauteed onions?
Yeah.
And you don't like?
No. I used to have to eat them. That's the problem. I don't really like them, and then I was like forced to eat them. So now I like despise it. It triggers me every time. Macaroni salad too. Fucking macaroni salad.
I wonder if I can like sneak onions into your meals.
I'm gonna be a little weirded out by it, and then I'm gonna pick through it, take them out.
No. I'm not even gonna tell you and be like, here you go.
I'm gonna taste them.
And then we'll see what goes down. I put minced onion in there every time.
That's fine. Seasoning is fine. Texture is not.
But it's not really seasoning. It's just minced onion. It's just dried out.
The texture is what fucks with me.
The softness?
Yeah, the weirdness.
Is that what you don't like about mushrooms too?
Yes.
Hey, wait, are you in on growing mushrooms?
Chill out, man.
They're not psychedelic.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Bro, only 1% of mushrooms are psychedelic. The rest either are toxic, heal you, as in medicinal, as in they're anti-inflammatory, they have cognitive benefits, they have immune system benefits. Well, they do a lot of good shit for the body. So we could grow those like turkey tail and lion's mane and reishi mushrooms. Those are like non-psychoactive, completely non-psychoactive, but they help the body. Like Paul Stamets' mom had stage 4 cancer, bro. She's 93 years old. This was a while ago now, but she was 93 years old at stage 4 breast cancer. And she asked the doctor if she could do anything else besides chemo to help her with the process. And he suggested mushrooms, and Paul Stamets just so happened to be growing the mushrooms she needed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so she went and got mushrooms from
Obviously,
the turkey
Paul
tail
Stamets
mushrooms.
was growing the mushrooms.
That's what I'm saying. He's growing the fucking mushrooms. And turkey tail mushrooms boost your immune system. They help your brain from Alzheimer's and what's the other one? Alzheimer's and dementia. Yeah, they help deter that away, and they help with your immune system. So they don't like cure cancer, but they boost their immune system after the chemotherapy. Because when you get chemotherapy, your immune system goes down a hell of a lot. So you take these mushroom capsules, and your immune system goes back up. And so people who took these turkey tail mushrooms had a better success rate from beating cancer than people who did not. And that's why I want to grow these mushrooms, because you can use them as supplements, and then you can grow edible ones. Like, I like eating mushrooms. Like, they sell oyster mushroom,
like shiitake. And
yeah, they sell mushrooms at the store. That's what I'm saying. Those mushrooms. I'm not talking about no psychedelics. That's what everybody thinks I'm talking about when I talk about growing mushrooms.
That's what I told you.
I don't want to grow that shit. Yeah. No, because I don't want to do anything illegal. But mushrooms are so easy to grow, bro, because they're decomposers, bro. Cardboard, fucking sawdust, wood chips, fucking coffee grounds. Shit you're gonna throw out, bro. They grow from that shit. You throw it in the fucking dirt with mushroom spores. They grow out of that shit.
Do we gotta like vent it or something? Like, does it?
No, you just gotta have a good temperature, and you gotta water it good. And that's basically it.
Like the air doesn't get.
I got a book coming.
Okay.
I got a book coming, and I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it hard, because I want this shit to go down. Because if we can do that, bro, like, obviously it's not gonna take off fast, but I think it's where we start. Because mushroom supplements aren't FDA approved yet, because the FDA doesn't want to make money off that shit yet. So we don't have to fucking get them approved. We just got to make sure they're good. I'll fucking test them on myself. They're not harmful. They're not toxic.
That's sketchy. Anybody can just make these and sell them?
Yeah. They grow. That you could buy them on Amazon, bro. Yeah. I was already looking at it. They're like 30. It's like probably like $50 to start everything. It's cheap as fuck. And then you use shit that you're gonna throw away to grow them. Can you believe that shit? That's why I'm like, holy shit, this is the key. Why didn't I think of this sooner? Because it's literally shit you're gonna throw away. Coffee grounds, fucking wood chips, sawdust. Like, who the fuck needs this shit? Throw it out. No, put it in this bin, and mushrooms are gonna grow out of it. You grind them up. You could buy the capsules, the bottles online, and you could put them in the capsules. And then you could, I got this guy that I told you about that can print labels. You put them on the bottle, and it's like our logo for our podcast. And then it says these fucking supplements, and it says not FDA approved on it. All the shit that it's supposed to say, you know what I'm saying? We probably have to get it tested. Yeah. Maybe we can pay for that. I'll look for that shit online.
That's the part I'm thinking about. Because if not, it's just like a random dose of whatever the fuck.
We could probably send it to a lab.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's labs online that you could like put your mushrooms in and send it in.
You'd have to send like every one though, right? Because you'd be making like individual capsules. Well, I guess once you get like a mix that's 100% like lion's mane.
Yeah, because we'd have to do it for a while. It has to start as a hobby. But I was telling you that other day, I need new skills, and this will keep me busy during the week. Because I could just come out here, or like we could do it. That's the thing too. It can go indoors, outdoors, as long as the air isn't contaminated, because it needs oxygen to grow. Like if you vape around it or shit, it'll fuck it up. Like chemicals can't get into it. That's the only thing. It has to be pure air. It's like sometimes you got to keep it outside and shit. And that's why I was thinking, oh, it's getting warm and shit. We could put it outside, but then we can grow it inside if we need to. It's kind of, I don't know. I think it might work.
You could try it. Fuck it.
Maybe my ideas are too far-fetched, but I can't live like this forever, Chance Nielsen.
I know.
I don't want to be poor forever. I gotta always keep the business ideas flowing. I'm getting tired.
Yes. I'm getting very ippy.
We only got, what? We got about 3 minutes left.
Alright.
Let's talk about your childhood. I'm just kidding. No. Don't take me back. Don't take me back.
How was it, bro? How was the stay?
At the jail?
Did you tell him yet?
Yeah. Told him about the cool motherfuckers I met in there. It wasn't terrible. I think I lost some weight and I gained some weight at the same time. I don't know how that shit works. I'm not a nutritionist. But it wasn't terrible. The food wasn't good. It wasn't the best. That's what I was saying. You don't want to go there.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a place you want to be. But if you go there, it's not that bad. Like, it's not the worst thing on the planet. If you go to prison, I also said this, if you go to prison, that shit's way worse. Chance is getting tweaky now. I was getting tweaky earlier. I don't think it was the same as like those things you were in, the inpatients.
No, it's not.
Because nobody was crazy.
Yeah.
They were just talking about smoking weed and shit.
Yeah.
I think they got caught for DUIs or something.
Most likely. It is divided though, like people that are serving about the same time as you were in the same like area.
Can you ask that again? I'm sorry.
Like people that also have a short stay are in that same area.
Yeah, these two people that I was with, one had a week in there and the other had 2 weeks in there, but they had both split it out between weekends so that they could still go to work. So they had been there in there a couple weekends
in a row
together without me. So they already knew each other. And when I got in there, I was kind of like the oddball, but they were just splitting it out between weekends.
What
so
a
every
crazy,
weekend,
like, friendship.
bro, but every weekend, think about this.
All right, Tom, I'll see you in jail on Sunday.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
But for like every weekend, think about this. This is weird too. You go to jail, go to work for the week, go back to jail, go to work for the week, go back to jail, go to work for the week. I'd rather just serve it out.
Go to jail, go to jail, go to jail, go to jail, go to jail.
And then go back to work. Be like, I need this week off, bro, because I got to go to jail.
Yeah, eventually you're quitting your job or something.
Well, they said they were going to lose their job, but shit, maybe. I guess that's a good point.
Yeah.
You might have to. That would kind of suck, though. Every weekend you're going to jail. He said he had to have 7 weekends off. The old guy did.
Oh, man.
Because he had to go to jail every weekend.
Yeah.
And they knew him by name. Like,
Yeah.
what do you need now, Pat? And he's like, I'm turning myself in. He was a cool dude, though. Both of them were. They slept the whole time. Like, I don't know how they did it.
Those two dudes did?
Yeah. Well, one had sleeping pills and one stayed up so long that
One's
he
a
just
cokehead.
slept. I don't know
One's
what
a
he
cokehead
was.
and one's a sleepyhead.
He was black. He kind of looked
Why don't
like, there's this guy I'm picturing in my head, but I can't think of like a name. He's like a cartoon character, but I can't think of it in my head. I don't know.
Spider-Man.
He's a black guy. That's all we gotta say. But I almost got into some disagreements with him.
About what?
Fucking medicinal and medical shit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he kind of got snappy with me a few times, the old guy. Just because he was like, nope, not right. And I'm like, all right, buddy. I just picked up my book and started reading again. I'm like, I'm not even going to fight with this guy. It's like, we're in here too long together to fucking start bickering because one of us is going to die in here if we start fighting. I was like, I don't even want any violence in here. Let's just read. That's the only reason I kept reading the book, bro, was because I'm like, there's nothing to do. These guys, I kind of like them, but also I could probably have an argument or two with them if I keep talking to them. Like, it wasn't long bursts of conversation. It was just like short bursts, and I'm like, and then we were just laughing and shit, having a good time, and then they would go back to sleep. And when we would have long conversations, that was kind of when we would start getting irritated with each other and shit. I'm like, so I kind of vibe with these guys, but after a while, it might become a problem, man. Yeah. It's like, shit. All right. We can end this thing. Chance Nielsen and I are tired. We need to go lay down. We are very tired. We work tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, guys.